What's good, y'all? So somebody shared this post on Facebook some time ago. They basically compared going to college to having $1 million. They was saying that, it's better to have the college education than it is to have the $1 million. With a premise basically saying that, if you're not educated, you just blow your money, and that it's better to have the knowledge because, I guess knowledge is power or whatever. And I'm just thinking, man, our people lack common sense. Why do we go to college? We go to college because we want the education and the degrees and the certification needed so that we can get the jobs that we want to get, so that we can make money, right? But it's like, if you got the money, if you got $1 million, you know what I'm saying, then you don't need the college education, right? Because look, if we being honest, all a degree really is just some paper from the white man telling you that they approve of you. That's really all it is, because it's like 100, 200 years ago, there are certain professions like being a lawyer or being a doctor or different things like that you didn't even have to go to college for. If you just studied human anatomy, or if you studied the law and you read certain things, you gained the knowledge on the stuff, then you were considered a lawyer. It was that simple. Now you got all these young people, they going into debt, they spending thousands of dollars, they getting student loans and all that kind of stuff, and they getting like $50,000-$60,000 in debt. And then it's like, you got to pay that debt off, right? How you gonna pay that debt off? You got to go get a job so you can pay it off. But it's like, no, I'm like, give me the $1 million, because like, I'm already educated. I already know a lot of things. And, I have parents that are like well versed as far as their knowledge in business and entrepreneurship and investments and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, you give me $1 million, bro, I'm gonna be all right. I don't need no college education. I don't need none of that stuff. Now, I'm not dissing college education. Like, if you want to go to college, that's a good thing. Go to college, get your education, do the things that you want to do, but I think it's a false narrative when you got people out here trying to make it seem as though if you're not getting an education, that you're somehow inferior, that you're not as successful, that you're not doing the right things that you should be doing with your life. And I'm just like, bro, getting a college education, you got people with college education still eating in soup kitchens. You got people with college educations who can't pay their rent. You have people with college educations who can barely afford to make ends meet. And you got people without college education who are living their best life. Forex traders, stock traders, day traders, and real estate investors, and different folks like that. Never went to college a day in their life, but they have a success. I literally had somebody inbox me a while back, basically making it seem like I was wrong for being the type that would choose $1 million over the education. And so the person, and they was going on and on about that. I asked them, what do you do for a living? They told me they was a teacher. I asked them, how much money do they make? And let's just say it wasn't very much. And I'm like, bruh, like, at the end of the day, all these college degrees are doing for people, for the most part. I'm not saying it's all, like, it's every situation or scenario, because there are some people who really do put their degrees to use, and they're able to achieve the kind of careers that they want to achieve. But your average person with a degree is nothing more than an ego-tripping person who feels better than other people because they have college education. And I'm just saying, we got to get our priorities straight. It's not having college degrees or being super college educated that's going to make you successful. It's financial literacy. You could be a garbage truck driver with the right financial literacy, and your life is going to be a lot better because you're financially literate than somebody who doesn't have any financial literacy and then ends up getting fired, and now he can't make ends meet because it is hard for him to find a job in his profession. I'm Elijah Wright. I saw this post a while back, and I was like, man, I got to do a video on this, because like it's a lot of people that really think the only way that you can be successful is by going into debt, freaking $90,000 in debt, and then getting a college degree in a career field that you might not even get a job in. And people are being set up for failure. It's like a big scam. That's why I decided to do a little video on this right quick. But with that being said, I'm going to say peace.